Hey, good morning and welcome. Just got off there. I'm inviting my colleague Sean into this chat here. So just give me a second. Um, waiting for my colleague Sean. Hey, good morning. I just got off with here a couple moments ago. Waiting for my colleague Sean to join in here. And there he is. Just give me a second here. Just trying to go here. Hey, welcome, Sean. Where are you at, man?
I'm in misery. Oh, I mean, Missouri.
Yeah. You're in misery. You don't look like you're miserable.
No, I'm down here in Missouri. I've never been down in this part of the country, and it's beautiful, man. It's a lot less humidity from where we're at, up in the Dakotas.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hey, John.
Hey, there's Bridget.
Oh, is this live?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
live.
you were so ready. You were so pumped up. You were on the chat here just a few minutes ago. You were so pumped up to talk. What is it that you have to throw down today, Sean?
Oh, that's a good question, man. So, you were talking about that position out in Houston, and historically speaking, I think that commercial drywall and the commercial paint industry, unfortunately, is a really flat industry, meaning the way I look at it is that there's very little room. There's not a lot of companies that honestly provide like upward mobility from like a position standpoint. You're an estimator PM, and most people in the industry, if we're going to be honest with ourselves, are estimator PMs, probably over 95% of them for their entire career. Unless if you get in with a larger company and you can work your way up to a project executive or chief estimator or something like that, So, you were talking, heck, we'll even talk to someone from a mid-sized commercial paint company or a smaller commercial paint company. But if you're looking to run a commercial paint division, I don't know. I don't really know of anything else out there right now where that would be an opportunity except for this Houston job. I'm sure it is out there. I'm just not aware of it. So really wanted to stress that a lot of people are just stuck in that mid-level management for their entire career. And it's because it's just the way the industry is, right, John? I mean, There's just not a lot of opportunities like this to oversee a division, to kind of run your own business. And so, yeah, I just wanted to kind of, mention that I don't care. A lot of people want to move to Texas right now. And so I don't care if you're from California, New York, New Hampshire, wherever you're at, that it don't matter. This company's already got established relationships. Yeah, there's going to be expectations to grow those relationships, but it's not like they necessarily need somebody from Houston who's got all these contacts. They already have a lot of the contacts.
Right.
So,
and the biggest thing that he said this morning to me, and this is so exciting because, preferably they find somebody that's local to the market.
Yep.
But anywhere that you're from, and if you have a good reason for being in Houston and you've got this proven track record, I mean, he's more hiring for the entrepreneurial mindset, the business growth mindset, than he's hiring for, being local and already having contacts. I mean, what he wants is that mindset of business growth. It's like what we do at GPAC, right, Sean? I mean, if we're 100% commission, but we're W-2, right?
Right.
Same type of idea. They're going to pay a salary, but that salary is going to be such that you're going to be well compensated on a salary basis. But on top of that salary, you're going to earn whatever you bring into the business and whatever you grow. You're going to earn a percentage of whatever you go. And in fact, the way that it works is you actually own that division. You're going to own that division. You're going to have ownership in that division, and you're going to be able to have, as you make profit, as you grow, you make that profit. That's yours. It's your profit. So It's awesome. I mean, I don't know any other kind of opportunity that offers that kind of safety.
Well, and
that
here's the
kind of
thing. I
safety.
mean, it sounds like to me someone could easily make over six figures in a job like this. And in Houston, in commercial painting, making over six figures, very unheard of.
Yeah, it's rare.
It is. And actually, John, we deal with people in California, like a lot of, candidates down in Southern California. And there's not a lot of people in Southern California in the commercial paint industry making over six figures. It's out there, but think of the cost of living, all of that stuff in Houston. I mean, to make over six figures in this industry is very rare. And someone could probably make 150. I don't know if they're really, I think the sky's the limit from my understanding. And like you said,
the sky's the limit. I mean,
right.
We've heard tell of in this particular division, well over $200,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that is somebody that comes in, establishes themselves, makes the connections, hustles. I mean, the sky really is the limit. You're going to get a healthy base pay. You're going to get benefits. You're going to get, your 401k, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All the things that you would normally have in a commercial painting job. But you're also going to have the sky's the limit in terms of how much you say, I want to make this much. You can make that much, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. I'm bringing that Joe Rogan feel to the podcast. I felt like we needed to spice it up a little bit.
Well, I'm only 6 cups of coffee in, and I don't know if you have coffee or not.
Oh yeah.
This is Tuesday Coffee Talk with Sean and John right now. So,
and I think that's what you get when you work with us. Like, we're not gonna try and be people who we're not. We love what we do, and to be honest, we love recruiting. It's not about, John and I always say we get enjoyment out of getting interviews set up. And that's the truth. We get excited when we can put a candidate with a company, and that's, and we do our dang best at it. And I think in this industry right now, having a good, solid recruiting team. So that's the thing, like probably everyone that we compete against from a recruiting standpoint in our industry. And I have some good competition. I don't dog my competition at all, because it's such a small group of recruiters, and I respect most of them. Because they do a fine job at it. But I think one of the things that you get with us is that you get both of us. You don't get one of us, right? And you and I aren't competing against each other. I'm not trying to compete against you in a sense to only make placements with my companies. We're a team. And so you kind of get two birds with one stone, whereas a lot of recruiting firms, you have recruiters, and I can appreciate their mindset, but they're only going to put you, they're going to be selfish and just put you into companies that they work with. John and I work together as a team. We have hundreds of clients. And since we're on a team, we split all of our commissions. That gives us the ability to work less selfishly than other recruiters in our industry. And trust me, recruiters.
Let's not lie though, Sean. Let's not lie though. We're still competitive.
Oh no, we are. I never said we're not.
We still want to be that we hop on good candidates like a duck on a June bug. I mean,
speaking of that, I got one to call here in like 5 minutes. A drywall guy in Florida. Yeah, if you're a drywall person, yeah.
And I didn't get him first.
No, you didn't. I actually got him yesterday.
Okay, my goodness.
And he's good. He's good. He's
really
good.
We just got it, man.
I know. We just placed one last week, and we're gonna probably place this guy too. But and usually, so we just like to have fun and help people out, and we can't help everyone out. I wish we could, but we can't. But if you're a good drywall estimator, project manager, on-screen takeoff, quick bid, commercial paint, PlanSwift, any type of software in commercial paint, we'll talk with you, and we'll do our dang best to help you out. And we'll keep it confidential too.
We don't want just any Tom, Dick, and Harry though. We work with the best of the best. We want professionals. We want people that are passionate about being in the industry. They're currently working in drywall, metal stud framing, acoustical ceilings, etc. They're currently in commercial paint. They're currently in industrial coatings. They're currently working and professionals in that area with a proven track record, a proven background. We're looking for the best of the best.
Yep.
And you know what? If you want to be the best of the best, if you haven't proven that you're the best of the best yet, we still want to talk to you.
Yeah,
And
I'll talk to anybody who's got the background. I mean, that's just the thing
yeah,
right now. I think there's always been this. There, going back 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, you had to like. Let's just be honest, John. Like companies don't have a lot of leverage right now when bringing on talent. Um, and it's unfortunate if you're a hiring authority, but you almost have to, if you can find somebody that meets 50 or 60% of your requirements or 60 or 70% of your requirements, you don't have a lot of choice, but sometimes you just have to take those people.
well, you have to hire. I think it's more important to hire for attitude. I
Yes.
mean, yeah, that's the biggest. That's the biggest thing. If you have a person that's willing to make a change and willing to jump and has the attitude of humility that they're willing to learn, that they don't know it all, and they don't know what they don't know, but they're willing to learn. I would grab onto somebody like that with just the basic fundamentals of the hard skill set, because the hard skill set, you can train that, you can teach that, but you can't train attitude. You can't teach attitude. You can't teach someone that's willing to go out. That's a quote unquote go. I like to call them go getters, right? Somebody
Yep.
that wants to hustle. If you can find somebody with an attitude, a teachable spirit, a teachable attitude, somebody that's humble, but somebody that a humble hustler. Doggone it, if they've got a little bit of the background, you can train that background up, and you can build them in your own image, right? To know what you know. But you need to be open to conversations with people that might not hit 10 out of 10. You know, we always like going for 10 out of 10, but in today's market, 7 out of 10 is darn good. 6 out of 10 is okay. You know,
Yep.
so
It's just the truth. It's just the truth. I mean, and there are some companies, and I own a company and I get it. I mean, I get you want to hit the nail on the head, and I'm not saying the perfect candidate's out there. I'm not saying the perfect candidate isn't out there, but if you're willing to have some flexibility when it comes to hiring, you're going to be a lot more competitive in bringing on talent. Just because right now it's a war for talent, a big war for talent, and if
well,
you're
Sean,
sitting
we got this company. This one company got really, really angry with us. But it's happened a few times. They're like, "Well, what do you mean they're done with the process? They're done with the interview process. What do you mean what do you mean they've been picked up? They've been hired? Well,
right,
doggone it, if you take a week between the time that you interview them and a time that you decide that you want to hire somebody, you're going to lose out on good talent. Period. In
Yep.
this industry right now,
it's just the way it is.
you got to shorten you got to shorten that interview process. And I'm not saying don't vet the candidates. I'm not saying don't interview the candidates.
Right.
I'm saying that you need to make it a priority. If you truly need a candidate, if you truly want a candidate, you need to make it a priority to reach out to them and to talk to them as quickly as possible, to show interest in them as quickly as possible. And basically, if they're good enough and you want to hire them, get out an offer right away, because
Yep.
there's 5, 6, 7 other companies fighting. I mean, Sean, you know the truth. There's certain regions in the country where we send out a resume and we set up 6, 7, 8 interviews within the span of an hour.
Yeah.
And it's like a feeding frenzy. And we make our companies aware of it. It's not BS sales tactics. It's reality.
Yeah. I think it's not one of those things where, because we don't work exclusive with anybody unless if there's a contractual obligation, which we don't have any right now. But it's a simple fact that, we want to represent good candidates, but we also want to give those candidates options. And so we don't work exclusively with any company unless there's certain circumstances, which I haven't had any of those circumstances in the 7 years that I've been recruiting. Yeah, I mean, it's just open and honest communication.
Yeah.
Letting our clients know that yes, we do have this person into 2 or 3 or 4 other companies, and we let all of them know that. And there's nothing to hide, and companies should expect that, right? They should expect that, because it seems like everyone's hiring right now. Even in some of these economies that I've seen that were dead are starting to come back alive again. and it's coming back fast. Like I do a lot of work in Chicago, and Chicago for my industries that I work in was kind of dead. It's not dead anymore. It's not dead. If I find a drywall candidate in Chicago, there's going to be 4 or 5 interviews, and the person's going to be hired by Thursday if I got them on interviews today. So today's Tuesday. The companies will hire that person by Thursday, and that's how you have to be if you want to compete in the market of hiring people.
Well, and the thing is, when you're connected with Sean and John, when you're connected with GPAC, when you network with us, even if you're not looking right now, there's going to come that time where, all of a sudden you're working 70 hours a week because your company simply can't hire somebody, simply can't bring somebody on. When you're working with us, you have the direct hotline to who's hiring, what's going on in the industry in your neck of the woods. You have that direct line. So even if right now you're not looking, even if right now you're happy, even if right now you're satisfied, why wouldn't you want to know if something comes up that's better than what you have right now? And
well, John, and that's why would, here's my question. Yeah. Why wouldn't you be looking right now?
Why?
Right?
Why not?
I think it's silly to say that somebody wouldn't make a change for more money, better benefits, better growth, shorter commute. There's a host of reasons: a better company, bigger, better projects, smaller projects, more complex projects, better culture. Even if you think you have it good right now, my mindset is, okay, well, wouldn't you be open to something that's better than what you have right now, even if you think you have the best scenario out there? Right. And it's human nature to want to better ourselves. So even if you're not actively looking, which probably 70 to 80% of the people that we place are not actively looking. And those are the candidates that we
coffee talk, but I'm going to have a snack.
Oh yeah. That's cool. I'm having a latte. I'm sorry. I am on vacation, so I'm having a latte, not actual coffee. Don't judge me. But it's human nature to want to look, right? I don't think I've ever met somebody who doesn't want to be, do something more or better than what they're doing right now.
People are full of beans when they say, they may say I'm not looking, but they also say in their mind and also say to us, well, no, there's nothing that could be better than what I have right now. Well, how do you know? You're not on the phone like we are. You're not buried in the market like we are. We are aware of opportunities that are out there that potentially could be better. But how do you know unless you talk to us? How do you know if you say, yeah, well, I'm making $120,000 a year and I get great commissions, and at the end of the year I'm making $150,000 a year, and I've got a car, and I get mileage, and I got good benefits that I pay $150 a week out of pocket. And how do you know that there's not something better than that? How do you know?
Right.
How do you know?
Yep.
But it's up to them. They can miss out. They can just miss out. The people with that kind of attitude, they just miss out.
100%.
We're constantly combing the market. We're constantly finding different opportunities out there. And if you're not connected to us, you're never going to hear about them.
100%, man. Well, hey, I got to roll. Thanks for letting me get on this morning, Johnny.
Well, say hi to the fam. I see people bumping back there. And we'll be back next week for coffee talk with Sean and John. Peace out.
Peace.